Flooding in Semarang is a recurring event that has widespread impact on various sectors, such as the economy, business, the environment, health, and government, as well as causing various psychological effects on all victims. Historical records show that flooding in the Semarang has continued to increase from years to years. Reports of flooding in the Semarang are increasingly prevalently on social media. Social media plays an important role in the farming news about flooding. This study will statistically measure the effect of crisis predictability farming through a questionnaire based on visual stimulus scenarios, representing two types of framing: predictable and unpredictable crisis. The approach used in this study is quantitative analysis. The objective is to examine the effect of crisis predictability farming in social media content on anxiety, calmness, trust in the government, and the support for flood disaster mitigation. The implementation of the research faced several obstacles, including limited availability of respondents willing to fill out the questionnaire, and the other obstacle in raising respondents who meet the research criteria, which were sometimes not suitable. The implementation of the research experienced a slight delay in the transition from data collection to the data processing stage, which became an obstacle in the data processing process, according to the time schedule. Despite this challenge, the research was still carried out according to protocol, and the main outcomes were achieved with bias control and strict monitoring during the intervention period. It can be concluded the power of farming influence crisis. Farming has strong influence on the emotional and behavioral aspect of the public in both conditions. However, its power is greater when the crisis is considered predictable. Different public emotional response in predictable conditions, productive anxiety and control calm emerge as the public is aware of the risk but feels prepared. In the unpredictable condition, anxiety increases without being balanced by a sufficient sense of the control, resulting more negative effect. Consistently positive mitigation attitude in both condition crisis farming encourage support for mitigation effort. Indication the public awareness increase when crises, predictable or not, are highlighted by the media. Minimal impact the trust in government. Social media farming is not enough to build trust. Factors such as performance, credibility, and public appeal experience are more decisive. Based on the result achieved, this study provides evidence that crisis farming has a strong influence on the emotional and behavioral aspect of the public in both conditions. However, its influence is greater when in the crisis is considered predictable. The PDP roadmap placed this year research a state on media farming and public perception in the case of the Kaligawe flood, which will be developed into analysis the impact of social media on mitigation policies. Thus, the presentation of our PDP research report entitled Farming Media and Public Perception in the Kaligawe Semarang Flood Case. We would like to thank all parties who have helped our research from beginning to end, so that this research report was completed well and the broad impact and benefit to the Semarang community.